This is today's Wish TV, where the best gets better in 94.
Indiana's own 24-hour news service, Wish TV News 8.
Channel 8 News, the Nightcap Edition, a summary of world, national, and local news developments.
Channel 8, Indiana's #1 news station.
Good evening.
You're tuned to Wish TV Indianapolis.
This is News 8, the Daybreak Edition, with Ethel Micah and weather with meteorologist Randy Alice. You're tuned to the best newscast in Indiana on Wish TV, Channel 8. This is News 8 with Mike Ahern, Debbie Knox, weather with Stan Wood, and sports with Ed Harding.
Well, the Indiana.
You're tuned to Wish TV, Channel 8. This is News 8, the Weekend Edition, with Eric Halverson, Tina Cosby, weather with meteorologist Tom Magnuson, and sports with Jim Barber.
Good evening. In what could only be called one of the rockiest weekends in quite a while.
Senate.
From Wish TV in Indianapolis, Ethel Micah, David Barris, and weather with meteorologist Randy Alice. This is News 8 Daybreak.
Good morning, everyone.
Stay tuned for Indiana's best newscast, next on Channel 8. From Wish TV in Indianapolis, Mike Ahern, Debbie Knox, weather with Stan Wood, and sports with Jim Barber. This is News 8.
Good evening. It's 5:30, and Congressman Lee Hamilton.
You're watching Indiana's own Wish TV, Channel 8. Now, David Barris and Randy Alice, live from Wish TV. This is Indiana's own News 8 Daybreak. You're watching Indiana's own Wish TV, Channel 8. Now, Hattie Spittler, Ken Owen, Ray Rice with Indiana's own, and Mike Andrevet on your side. Live from Wish TV, this is News 8 at 5:30. You're watching Indiana's own Wish TV, Channel 8. Now, Mike Ahern, Debbie Knox, Fred Khalil, and Stan Wood. Live from Wish TV, this is Indiana's own News 8 at 6 o'clock.
Good evening. It is 6 o'clock, and we begin with the latest on a tense hostage drama in Kentucky.
You're watching Indiana's only 24-hour television news service, closed caption for the hearing impaired. Now, David Barris, weather with Randy Alice, Vince Welch with sports, and special reports from Ruth Ann Gordon and Dick Wolfsey. Live from Wish TV, this is 24-hour News 8's Daybreak. You're watching Indiana's only 24-hour television news service, closed caption for the hearing impaired. Now, Neil Moore, Tina Cosby, weather with Ben Woods, and Sports Locker with Fred Khalil and Mark Patrick. Live from Wish TV, this is 24-hour News 8.
Good evening.
You're watching Indiana's own Wish TV, Channel 8.
You're watching Indiana's only 24-hour television news service, closed caption for the hearing impaired. Now, Mike Ahern, Debbie Knox, weather with Cliff Nicholson, and the sports team of Fred Khalil and Mark Patrick. Live from Wish TV, this is 24-hour News 8.
Good evening. It's been a night of waiting at the courthouse.
Celebrating 40 years with Indiana's own. We're today's Wish TV. Now, David Barris, meteorologist Randy Alice, and live reports from Ruth Ann Gordon and Dick Wolfsey. 24-hour News 8 continues with Daybreak. You're watching Central Indiana's only 24-hour news service on Indiana's own Wish TV, Channel 8. Now, Mike Ahern, Debbie Knox, Ken Owen, meteorologist Cliff Nicholson, and sports with Fred Khalil and Mark Patrick. 24-hour News 8 continues now. You're watching 24-hour News 8 on today's Wish TV, where more people turn to get their news than to any other source. Now, Mike Ahern, Debbie Knox, Ken Owen, meteorologist Cliff Nicholson, and sports with Mark Patrick. 24-hour News 8 continues now. You're watching Central Indiana's only 24-hour news service on Indiana's own Wish TV, Channel 8. Now, Mike Ahern, Debbie Knox, meteorologist Cliff Nicholson, and sports with Mark Patrick. 24-hour News 8 continues now. You're watching Central Indiana's only 24-hour news service on Indiana's own Wish TV, Channel 8. Now, Mike Ahern, Debbie Knox, meteorologist Cliff Nicholson, and sports with Fred Khalil and Mark Patrick. 24-hour News 8 continues now. You're watching Central Indiana's only 24-hour news service on Indiana's own Wish TV, Channel 8. Now, Neil Moore, Tina Cosby, meteorologist Ben Woods, and sports with Dick Ray. 24-hour News 8 continues now. Good evening. Thanks for making Wish TV Indiana's most watched television station. You're watching 24-hour News 8 on today's Wish TV, where more people turn to get their news than to any other source. Now, Mike Ahern, Debbie Knox, meteorologist Cliff Nicholson, and sports with Mark Patrick. 24-hour News 8 continues now.
And most importantly, they have consistently attempted to conceal what has been called the ticking time bomb of the Apalco deal.
And with that, the chairman of PSI Resources announced that he and other board members were rejecting Apalco's bid for a hostile takeover. Good evening. The heat was turned up another notch tonight in the battle between the parent company of Indianapolis Power and Light and PSI Resources.
Charges and countercharges are being leveled as both sides tug at ratepayers and stockholders.
You're watching 24-hour News 8 on today's Wish TV. The best news you'll get all day. Now, Mike Ahern, Debbie Knox, meteorologist Cliff Nicholson, and sports with Mark Patrick. 24-hour News 8 continues now. From the one and only Wish TV, here's the latest from 24-hour News 8. You're watching 24-hour News 8, the best news you'll get all day. Now, David Barris, meteorologist Randy Ollis, and live reports from Ruth Ann Gordon and Dick Wolfsey. This is 24-hour News 8's Daybreak. You're watching 24-hour News 8, the best news you'll get all day. Now, Mike Ahern, Debbie Knox, meteorologist Cliff Nicholson, and sports with Mark Patrick. This is 24-hour News 8 at 6. You're watching 24-hour News 8, the best news you'll get all day. Now, Neil Moore and Marie Tiernan, meteorologist Steve Bray, and Sports Locker with Mark Patrick. This is 24-hour News 8 at 11.
My son lost his life, and there's...
News 8's Daybreak continues with David Barris, Sam Kramer, meteorologist Randy Ollis, live Chopper 8 traffic with Eric Halverson, and Dick Wolfsey and Barney. Now, News 8 gets you closer.
You're watching the one and only Wish TV. Now, News 8 gets you closer.
Live from Wish TV, this is News 8, your 24-hour news station.
Good afternoon.
You're watching Wish TV, your 24-hour news station. Now, News 8 gets you closer.
It's kind of like Christmas.
Live from Wish TV, this is News 8, your 24-hour news station.
Wake up, Indiana. It's Monday, September 30th.
Live from Wish TV, this is News 8, your 24-hour news station.
You're watching News 8 at 6 with Mike Ahern, Debbie Knox, meteorologist Steve Bray, and sports with Will Hampton. Now, News 8 at 6 continues.
Now, David Barris, Joy Demandin, Gene Rodriguez, meteorologist Randy Ollis, Dick Wolfsey, and Traffic 8 with Julie Patterson and Keith McCutcheon. Wish TV's Daybreak continues. Live from Wish TV, this is News 8, your 24-hour news station.
Good afternoon.
Now, from Wish TV, this is 24-hour News 8 at 10 on UPN, Indiana.
2 down, 5 to go. Tonight, the governor's whirlwind.
You're watching Wish TV's 24-hour News 8 on UPN, Indiana. Now, Karen Hensel, Scott Sander, Nicole Nancy, and meteorologist Angela Buckman. 24-hour News 8 at 10 on UPN, Indiana continues.
Live from your 24-hour news source, here's the latest from Wish TV. Live from Wish TV, this is 24-hour News 8. This is 24-hour News 8's Daybreak on Wish TV, your 24-hour news source.
Good morning.
Live from your 24-hour news source, here's the latest from Wish TV. This is 24-hour News 8 at noon on Wish TV, your 24-hour news source. Live from Wish TV, this is 24-hour News 8. 24-hour News 8 at 5 starts now. And live from the Super Bowl Village in downtown Indianapolis, this is 24-hour News 8. Our news source, Wish TV. This is 24-hour News 8 at 5:30. Qualification. This is 24-hour News 8 at 6 on Wish TV, your 24-hour news source. Senator. This is 24-hour News 8 at 6 on Wish TV, your 24-hour news source.
2 violent crimes.
Forecast. 24-hour News 8 starts now.
You're watching Wish TV. Now 24-hour News 8's Daybreak continues. You're watching Wish TV. Now 24-hour News 8 at noon continues.
And good afternoon.
Live from Wish TV, 24-hour News 8 at 11 starts right now.
I've been here my whole life. We've never done anything like this before.
A new tradition. This morning, cleanup is underway after the big New Year's Eve party in downtown Indianapolis. We were there overnight as the Indy car dropped down to Georgia Street.
This morning, search is on for a driver who police say hit and killed a man. Officers say the driver did stop for a moment, but then left the scene.
All new this hour, we're live inside the Indianapolis Auto Show at the Convention Center. Good morning. Welcome to you. It is 7 o'clock, and we are on Wish TV. Get used to it. We're staying that way.
Now, live from Wish TV, this is 24-hour News 8 at noon.
And good afternoon. Happening today, the Republican National Convention continues into day 3.
Now, live from Wish TV, this is 24-hour News 8 at 10 o'clock.
We want to make sure that all of our students know that
News 8 at 11 starts now.
All right, this is what you're looking at live outside right now. Monument Circle, you can see some of the raindrops on it.
You're watching Wish TV, your local news source, with Brooke Martin, Mike Bars, meteorologist Marcus Bailey, and Anthony Calhoun. Now, News 8 at 11 continues.
Welcome back, Jerry.
And Indiana.
You're watching Indiana Zone, Wish TV, Channel 8.